Welcome to the Late Late Horror Show.
What's up?
Dino and Ted, what's going on, man?
Your
We
creature from the Black Lagoon, his arm is broken.
Are we starting the thing right off just BSing, right?
Well, I mean, look, all your toys are freaking broke.
Oh, you were not supposed to mention that. Put it down. I'm hiding it.
My
Yeah,
God.
some of them are broken. Yeah, some
They're
of
all
them are
broken. You don't take care of any of
I
them.
asked the same question. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, what's going on, guys? This is our first live in a while. We haven't
Yeah.
done anything live in a while.
Few months, couple months.
Figured we'd have some fun with this basket case commentary.
Basket case
with,
2 back in that ass.
Basket case 2. Oh my God! Wait till we talk. We're getting better. Video Dead.
Ugh.
The Creeps.
Couldn't even do a commentary on that.
Basket Case 2. We're getting there.
Now, we
We're
love
getting
Basket
back.
Case.
Basket Case is just
One of our favorites.
Yes, and Basket Case 2 is just a whole different movie.
It is.
Whole different feel.
It
It's
is.
not the same.
You hadn't seen it before.
What
I'd seen
the?
it before.
Yeah, Ted recommended this, so he's really
Well,
shooting some.
I mean, we've done so many Frank
daggers in our
Henenlotter movies.
back
I mean, if
here,
we do
and-
Basket
yeah.
Case 3, then I think he's got like one other movie that we haven't done, and that's it. We've done he's done his whole au revoir.
Right.
So,
No, I know.
there you go.
We got to get it out of the way here. Eric from the Death Twitch. The movie is pretty crazy,
D-Twitch!
yo. Eric. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I do got the very ending is what was really the
Yeah.
coolest part of this. Belial. Yeah. You go, girl. What was the lady?
Eve.
And there was a scene earlier in the background. I don't think it had anything to do with Eve, but there was a poster in the sheriff or the cop station, whatever. It said in the back, it was a newspaper article. It goes, woman's head severed,
Severed head
still lives.
alive. It's from the
know-
the brain that wouldn't die. I think there's a scene from that movie on there.
Okay, I thought it had
Which is a
something to do
terrible
with
movie.
Eve, who was in doing it with doing it and doing it and doing it right with Belial.
I don't
But
hate Basket Case. Dude. It's just a very different beast.
I might have to take my sunglasses off because I can't see the screen.
Unlike many of
How
these.
is it going, everyone? What is up?
Right.
What is up? Yeah, we're getting ready to start the movie soon. Basket Case 2.
Start the movie.
Start the movie. But yeah, this was something else. Let me hear it. There we go. It dropped.
It really gives you a feel of the old Todd Browning's Freaks.
Yes, and
And
unlike
I think that's intentional.
I think so. But unlike the trailer that you see, like Ted showed me a trailer of it. It didn't show any of these freaks up in this attic.
Yeah,
where
I'm
they
the
live.
one that told you there's a bunch of weird looking creatures.
And I'm
in
like,
this
where are
movie.
they? And the trailer doesn't show it. And I'm like, that is what this movie's about. And the whole story surrounds these freaks up in the
Right.
attic. And this, and what's her name? Granny Ruth.
Granny
who
Ruth.
takes them in and, takes care of them. But, she's got an evil mind too. Little Nazi stuff going on up here with her. I don't know. It was
I
very,
don't know. I mean, just, she's kind of like, if
But
you
it-
leave me alone, I'm fine. I mean, she doesn't abuse these
Sure don't.
oddities. She's not abusing them.
No,
or-
but she uses them for evil deeds sometimes. For protection. I give you that.
we're gonna
I give you that.
we're gonna analyze this movie as one analyzes Moby Dick.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Okay,
gonna
so
do.
you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just start right off. I'm gonna start this movie and we're gonna yammer. If you guys got questions you guys want to ask us or whatever during this live, whatever the frick. And
Yay!
hopefully the video's clear because I've been recording the shows because I have hated the video quality too. So hopefully the stream's making the video clear. But anyways, Pumpkinhead, sup Dino, sup Ted.
Pumpkinhead.
Hey man, haven't
What's
seen
up?
you in a while. Kim Workman's watching.
Oh, no.
Hi, I love your shows. Hey Kim, what's going on?
That's my wife. Honey, don't watch my show. Turn it off.
Oh, she might not wanted to know that you were. That's Ted Workman. That's Kim's wife. That's his wife. There you go. Hey, she's an awesome lady. Awesome.
She's
lady.
not watching. She probably just got the notification.
Oh please. But yeah. What do I
Hi,
gotta say
honey.
here? And who else is here? Yeah, Kim's awesome. Yeah, Pumpkinhead. What's that? Crosley. Hey guys. What am I saying that right? Crucify. Crucify.
Why don't you pronounce people's
It's
names correctly?
CRUZZZZ.
Crucify.
IFY. So whatever.
Crucify.
So here we go. I'm
You're
going to
gonna
put
offend people, and then they're not going to comment.
It's Jason Hamilton. I just changed my name. Pumpkinhead is Jason Hamilton.
Oh well.
There you go, Jason. Man,
was I
where you
supposed
been,
to
brother?
know?
Where you been, brother? Yo, what's up in the hood, yo? Okay, am I getting too ghetto on that?
You're
there?
getting way too.
Okay,
ghetto.
here I go. Let's start this dang movie. Okay, here we go. I'm going to
Basket
start the
Case
movie.
2.
Basket
Electric
Case
Boogaloo.
2. Here we go.
Our nice
I'm going
full
to-
screen copy.
Our
1.33 to 1 aspect ratio.
Yes.
Thank you
Let me
so
get
much.
the movie. There we go. There's
It didn't fill up the
and
screen on
there's
my
the
phone when I
movie.
was watching it.
It didn't.
1990, 8 years after the fantastic original
Oh my
Basket Case.
God!
And go back and watch our podcast from that, man. It was awesome. Oh, look.
Yes, the beginning starts right off with the original
The
movie,
end.
like the end of the first
There's
one.
Belial the way I like to see him.
And he's holding his brother Dwayne.
That's because
So-
Belial killed his Dwayne's girlfriend. Actually, he tried to have his way with her, realized he couldn't, so he killed her.
Kim says, "Have a great show, guys."
Oh, thanks, sweetheart.
Thanks, Kim. Channel Sundown is in the house. Amanda, new channel, starting up her horror stuff.
Oh, yeah. Welcome.
We got something going on here with it soon, but yeah, Amanda, she's great. Little Southern Belle with a little bit of oomph going on
Yeah,
there.
get
So
on.
love it. Yeah. But yeah, Basket Case 1, and feel free to ask any questions, you guys, if you got something you want to talk about during this movie. We can wander off a little bit and come back to it.
Tangents are our specialty.
Anybody listening on iTunes, you can do the Late Horror Show.
I
Check
like
us
this
out.
picture that
I
starts
do
showing.
like this. I do like this. But check us out if you're on iTunes and you're listening. We're always on YouTube with video, which I've been uploading the video to iTunes too. So you're seeing it as we go. But this live thing is a little bit
Do
different.
we have to
but,
sum up Basket Case 1? Y'all should know Basket Case 1. And if you don't, in February, Arrow Video, which
Yes.
is based out of UK, but they do release in the States, is putting out a really nice restored 4K. I don't know how much you can polish that turd, but of Basket Case loaded with extras.
Hey, this is
And
not.
I've already
it's-
got it
It's
pre-ordered.
not a turd.
Well, no, but
Basket
you know what I'm
Case-
saying.
I know
It
what
was
you're
made on the
saying.
cheap, $35,000.
Well, and you know what? That's what gets me with this movie.
Right.
Basket Case 2.
$2.5 million budget, yet I liked the other one better.
I like the other one better because it was grittier, darker.
So gritty.
Oh, late 70s kind of, that vibe to it. It was just, I loved it. It was just awesome. And that's what got us on the kick with Frank Henenlotter, and his
Yeah,
movies. And
yeah.
we did Frankenhooker, which was
Brain Damage.
which was awesome. Brain Damage was another great
Brain
one.
Damage is fantastic.
I love Brain Damage. Oh, it was awesome. You guys go out and watch that. Brain Damage. Edgar, right? Or Elmer. the
Another
little
great Blu-ray
creature.
edition from
Yes.
Arrow Video.
Yes.
I'm
was
getting it
awesome,
for Christmas.
man.
It's on my. It's in the cart.
Yeah.
So the film just starts off with basically the end of Basket Case 1, where you think Dwayne and Belial fell to their death in the New York street. In actuality, they survived. They're getting put into an ambulance, and everyone's freaking out about what this hunky, lumpy piece of flesh is.
Yeah, what's that little body with a face? This glob.
There's all these newscasters, and then we are introduced to who we're going to find out is Grandma Ruth
and Susan. Yes.
who are watching. Oh, look, there's Casey from the first movie.
Yes, Casey. She was she looked like the black hooker.
She lived in
on
the hotel,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was, next door to
She's
Belial.
telling the story, and she's like, "Can you believe that shit?"
and her hair's all done up nice.
I
and
think
stuff.
she's in all of Henenlotter's movies because I think she
Could
was
be,
in.
yeah.
I think she was in Frankenhooker. I think she was
Yeah.
in Brain Damage as well. So they must.
This
be tight.
guy, listening.
Who is this guy? Is
The
he supposed to be
guy,
the mayor.
if it's the mayor or whatever, this guy pops up. He's got a little hanky. He's wiping the sweat off
wiping
his upper lip.
Like this really affects his campaign. Or
Yeah, he's sweating to death. He can't take it no more.
It seems like
It's damn. We're going to get to the bottom
Well,
of this.
he's telling
shit.
the story.
It's
all
like,
these people are dead, and some of them are the doctors that separated them. Because that's one thing you do have to know if you haven't seen Basket
Right.
Case 1.
Oh, man.
Dwayne and Belial were conjoined twins when they
Yes.
were born, and at an early age and against their will, they were separated.
TV and the TV. Yes.
And
There.
basically, the whole premise of the first Basket Case is they're
so-
going after the doctors that
Look
separated
at,
them.
and he's got IVs of blood going in there
Yeah.
and some urine.
That's not urine. That's
He's got
probably.
He's got blood and urine going through in 2 transfusions.
It is probably what we
Hey
now
doctor,
call
let's put some blood in him
a banana bag,
and let's put the pee back into him.
which is IV fluids with
I know.
folic acid and minerals. And
But when I looked at that, I was like, that they're giving him pee.
now,
Oh
what
my
did you think
God.
when you saw Belial for the first time in this movie?
For the first time,
Like right here,
um,
because he looks vastly different. Obviously, it's a
Right.
new sculpt,
and this is the thing that I hate
more
a little
articulate.
bit. Yes, I love the cheesy molded first movie.
And when they did the
Belial.
stop motion,
And,
when he's
yes.
when he gets pissed and he's trashing the hotel room, it's
Oh
stop
my
motion.
God! It was so
awesome.
great. So you can't beat the original, and it's gold. It's gold, cheesy gold.
But see, that
And,
just goes to show sometimes with so little you can do so much.
But they're both wanted for murder, and they're both connected to the beds.
Right.
Okay.
Well, Belial is restrained, and he and Dwayne do
Sorry,
share a
guys. I'll
psychic
get to your
connection.
questions here. in a
Yeah, I guess we got
second.
to set up the premise of the
Yeah.
movie here. Look at Dwayne, man.
Pea bag. That's right.
A pea bag.
Pumpkinhead. Jason said, "Did y'all grab Silent Night, Deadly Night from Scream Factory?" Didn't grab it, did
I
ya?
didn't, but we've done a podcast of it, and
Dave Plouffe is in the house.
it's certainly a movie I would watch once in a great while, but it's not
Right.
something I would run out and buy.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you the truth. For me, for horror movies that I will revisit,
Mm-hmm.
there's got to be some element of the supernatural to it, like a monster, like Belial, or,
Right.
or Frankenstein, or
Well,
something.
that's
like
what
that.
brought me back to this movie.
Some
And
element
then
of the supernatural has to
yeah.
be in it for me to really get into it and revisit it. I'll watch anything, but for me to say I'm going to spend my money on it. And
There's
watch it
Dwayne.
again.
Dwayne's up out of
Yeah,
bed.
yeah, just
because
like-
Belial's taken over his
Yeah,
head.
you
He's
saw
so
him ripping
injured.
his IVs out, and I just love when patients do that at work. Yeah, F this, don't need that.
Look at Belial is on the side of the wall.
He is Spider-Man.
Okay, Ted. This is the one thing that got me.
How is he sticking to the wall?
I got it. They got away with it the first movie because it just was so out there. Okay.
Okay.
But this movie, you get a little bit more money into it. How is okay? He's part of Dwayne. They cut him off. Okay.
Yes, he's got no legs.
He's his own. He's got no legs. First of all.
Unless they're really little and we can't see them.
So how is he sticking to the wall?
I mean, obviously he's got a
And-
Johnson.
And when evidently, when you guys get to the ending of this movie, you'll see.
I mean, we don't see it, but I mean,
Oh well,
obviously
you see what's
he's got
going
something.
on. Yeah, but what I don't get is how is he so powerful?
Look at him; he's all muscle. Look at him. Look at that.
But he's
scene.
got no legs to push the momentum forward onto a person
This
and
is
victim.
Belial.
But I know. I'm going to.
And
I'm
Belial
digging
is
too
able to
deep,
climb
guys.
walls.
Digging too deep. I know.
Look at Dwayne just goes in this other patient's room. The guy doesn't even say anything. He's just stealing his clothes.
Oh my God.
Night shift at the hospital. No
J-
nurses in the hallway.
Pumpkinhead says, "I'll call you Pumpkinhead now, Jason."
We know who you are.
Yeah, we know Dwayne's getting ready to beat it out of the hospital and hide Belial. So, yeah. But,
Oh wait, wait, hold up, because
okay.
now Marcy's coming in here.
Marcy.
This
okay.
is going to be a main character in the film. She's a reporter trying
Yeah.
to get an interview with Dwayne for her paper, a sleazy tabloid paper.
Yeah, because one of the nurses went up when they were in the room before he got, the security guard got killed. He was hitting on the nurse here. Hey baby, what's going on?
Yeah,
And
Trying to score a little
yeah. So anyways,
Nightingale nookie.
she tries to bribe the police officer with $100, and he's going. This ain't going to do nothing.
This
ain't
is just going to piss me
This
off.
is just yeah, I am pissed. And I don't think he ever gives it back to her though.
No, let's see. Let's watch. Let's see.
Let's keep $100.
I'm watching the scene now because I
Look
didn't
at
pay
it.
attention.
This pisses me off, man.
I'm gonna go buy 3 bags a week. Oh my god,
geez.
I didn't do that.
What
you
fell?
Did that. I don't know. Some
was
guy
it?
in the front.
God dang it! See, this is
We need to glue
my
these.
my dang set is falling apart.
Just wait till we get the new place.
Oh, we're losing people.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, F you people
See?
then. Go
Yeah.
watch another show.
Don't like us live?
Whatever.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, yeah.
Dwayne and Belial put on that dude's clothes, and now they're sneaking out of the hospital. But
like how they come up. Grandma Ruth.
yeah, because she
Pulls
was
up
watching
real
the
quick
news, so
in
they
her
know.
van.
Evidently, on the news, they blabbed what hospital they were taking him to. So, Susan jumps out. Dwayne.
Doesn't it later?
She says she knew his aunt.
Looking at Dwayne too from here to the
Yeah,
first
you can
movie.
tell he's 8 years older there.
Yeah, you can. I mean, just a little bit more weight to him, but
You know what the best part was? It brain damage or was it Frankenhooker that? No, it was brain damage.
yeah.
When that had the cameo of Dwayne
Yes,
and Belial.
Dwayne was on the train.
What's his name? Brian or whatever. He's on the
Right.
subway, and Dwayne gets in there with the basket.
Yes.
Oh man, see that's another reason why Brain Damage is such a great flick.
Oh, it is, man. It is. We should have Basket Case versus It's Alive, says Eric from the Death Twitch. Yes, that's a good idea.
I don't
It's
know.
Alive.
I used to love watching It's Alive when I was a kid, but now
It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, you don't see the baby till the very end.
Yeah.
But, it builds suspense, anyway. And that was one of the ones I was talking about. Dude, like that.
Gritty New York
you know,
scene right there.
there we
That's
go.
what we missed from the first.
I just don't know if it would make a good commentary. It's just. I like the movie. I just don't know if it,
You see some of the shit we've watched and just we made it work. The
Yeah,
commentary.
I mean, yeah, we always.
Sometimes a lot of the worst movies make great commentaries, but this we've had. Last 2 weeks were terrible. I give you that, but
I know.
we're getting back here a little bit. So
in that
they're
ass.
back at.
Whoa.
Oh, this is
At
awesome.
Grandma Ruth's house, and now he opens his eyes.
Dwayne wakes up and he sees all these freaks.
And this is what you
staring at him.
don't see in the
Oh,
trailer. In the original first trailer, you don't see these guys.
Not at all.
And what we're going to
Idiots.
find is it's a whole house full
Way to bring
of
in the
human oddities that this woman has kind of rescued. Evidently, she was, really big in rescuing these people from sideshows and things like that.
Yeah.
And she's got a whole house full of them.
She's got a heart, man.
And the one thing I'm
got a
very
heart,
thankful for
some
in this
love.
movie
Some love.
is that none of these things drool.
I give
Because you
you
know
that.
how I hate that.
I give you that,
I
but
hate
the
drool.
one creature in the bar scene later on has that big head and one eye's down, one eye's up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of slime stuff around,
there's a
like
little
snot,
bit.
little bit, but not as
But none of them
I
have
know.
like crap drooling out of their mouth and
No,
nose, and
you-
I was very thankful.
like subspecies.
Right. I was very thankful.
Remember that,
for it.
Eric? Death
Oh,
Twitch, the Death Twitch.
Yeah,
we
had
had
botched up the.
we had a whole collab thing with them, and Eric was awesome. He did a little intro
Right.
for
He
subspecies.
watched the movie a few times to make sure he had it down, and then we went
and
and, effed it all
it was
up.
early on in our late horror show thing. We were the Little Monsters movie podcast back then, and
Still are in my heart.
Put the mic. I
Let's change
but
the
it-
name again.
no, but we forgot that the mic didn't go in, so we recorded a whole commentary
With no
without
sound.
the audio.
And he's done that a couple times. There's been at least a few times where we've had to start over again.
No more than 3.
Maybe. Yeah, probably. about
I don't
that.
think no more than 3. I've always been good.
What if it had
but,
happened on like it's the Mad World one?
Holy shit!
That was like
no.
3
I think
hours.
at that point we were checking
Yeah,
and
make
making
sure that
sure.
we're checking the mic,
There's
checking the
no
mic,
way we're
checking
sitting
the
here
mic.
for 3 hours.
You know who
and
Grandma
not-
Ruth reminds me of? She reminds
Yeah,
me
oh,
of
yeah.
Vicki Lawrence
Vicki Lawrence
from Mama's
from
Family.
Carol
and
Burnett
Carol
show.
Burnett.
Not really.
Did you watch the special?
No,
There was a
I
special,
missed it.
Carol Burnett special.
I know,
Might
I
be
missed
online
it.
somewhere to watch.
Tim Conway, one of the best comedians of all time, but sadly wasn't in it. He's who made the Carol Burnett show. I mean, the other characters did too, but whatever. Okay,
all had their
let's
part.
get off Carol Burnett. Let's get back to this.
All right.
Grandma Ruth is. So now Dwayne and Belial is at the house of Grandma Ruth's house.
Right, they live outside the city.
The orphanage for the freaks, and she goes into a room where there's all kinds of dolls and everything.
Mhm,
And,
child's room.
Yeah, and looking for
Belial.
Yeah.
I guess this is
You
where
know?
she put him, and now he's hiding.
Yeah, he's It Lives Again is better.
What do people got to say?
Eric said It Lives Again is even better.
I never saw any of the sequels. There's Island of the
Yeah,
Dead. and
neither have I.
Didn't they remake that? Didn't they remake It's
Which one?
Alive?
Did they make It's Alive? I'm asking Eric from the Death Twitch.
I
Did
think
they?
they
I
did.
don't. I don't recollect it.
No, I think
Oh,
they did.
Belial pokes up behind the thing, and
Oh, is he on the hobby horse?
she's talking all sweet. This is the
Well,
part where
because
she
everyone
goes.
treats him like a monster.
But when she says like, "Come on out," then she says, "But when you're living under my roof, you're going to live by my rules."
Okay, that's right. If he wants protection and caring
But,
and
but
understanding.
she immediately turns like some mean old lady. And Susan
Hey,
brings in
she's like the mother figure that these
the famous
these
basket.
characters don't have.
You guys got to go back and watch our basket case commentary.
With
Ted's-
basket.
Ted's stat starts right off with the basket. And you got to wait to the very end
Oh yeah,
to
to find out
see
what's in it.
who's in the basket. Okay? Because there's someone in the basket.
losing in the basket?
What's in the basket? But it's funny how we don't find out what's wrong with Susan until later in the movie, too.
Right.
Because she seems ordinary, but
But this
she's
is
not.
what I view.
But
I
yeah,
view her
anyways.
as the mother character. I think she genuinely cares about
Jennifer Delaney is here. It's been a
yeah.
while. I'm sorry. We'll get this real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Pumpkinhead
me.
Jason says
only
a
my
great live
show.
stream that would be short would be Thanksgiving. I love that low budget masterpiece.
I saw that on Tubi TV. to
Yeah.
watch for
Oh,
free.
Ted, you have to watch the sequel. Says Eric from the Death Twitch.
Yeah, I never saw. There's two, I know there's a
cool.
couple of them, and I never And I never saw either of them, so it's on
Yeah,
it's on
no,
the
no.
list then.
It's been alive. I mean, I'm gonna have to see it. I'm not 100% sure I've seen It's Alive. Okay, here we go.
I've watched it. Yeah, you see on
ta-
TBS all the
Ruth
time
takes
when we were
Belial
kids.
up in the attic, and here you're introduced to all the freak characters.
Right. A lot
And
of
look at them
interesting
all, you
characters.
guys.
They're all different and interesting.
It looks like the canteen scene. Oh, this is great. Yes,
Look,
talk
look
about
at
it.
who's this? He's like a mixture between a testicle and a potato. But
Got all these teeth, and she says, but he's got a beautiful operatic
He
voice.
sounds like Andrea Bocelli, man, busting one out.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. Pagliacci. So imagine this monster, this horrible thing, singing beautiful operatic music. That's what he's doing.
And she rescued a lot of these from some of them she bought from families that didn't want them.
I don't know what a big head and a mouth is, you know.
No idea. No idea.
And look at some of these characters. This one's got like some bone stuff growing out of the top of her
I
head.
haven't seen characters like this since, if you've ever seen Nightbreed. Clive
Yes,
Barker's
Nightbreed.
which,
That's who that one kind of
you know,
looked similar to.
I haven't seen such a mix of wild characters
right.
since that movie.
Clive Barker's Nightbreed. That's right.
Which
a lot
is
of
an
these.
okay movie.
Yeah.
Like
When
no matter what
here's the
version
guy.
you
Look at
watch, I
this
just
guy,
wish
man.
it could have been a little bit more.
I hear you.
So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this one's sort of the introverted one.
The introvert is what Ruth says, and yeah, he's the one who'll take care of business. Although throughout
TCB takes care of the
throughout this whole business with or movie and all that, Belial's the one who takes care of the people. I'm not giving nothing
It's
away.
a family,
it's
man.
just
They become they're a family, and she rescues him.
but
to
these
be a
other
part of
people
their
you think
family.
would be stronger than Belial.
He's all lean. muscle.
Belial is superhuman, man. With this, and introduces
Yeah. We don't get to really see her yet, but
Belial
that's
to Eve. Yes.
That she hasn't come out of her little hiding place yet, and that she is a similar soul to Belial. Maybe the two of them. I don't know. Looks like he's looking up the J there.
He's looking up a vagina.
Hello in there.
Oh, God.
In there.
And one of these creatures got, and this is totally a human face. This is not a lot of
And
prosthetics.
there are times
on
when
this one.
Belial has a human face. I mean, you could
Right.
tell it's
Certain scenes
I don't know
how
if
they
it's
do it. Right.
if it's the actor that
Right,
played
right,
Dwayne
right.
who's in makeup,
Yeah.
but there are times.
Yeah.
But my opinion is that she cares for all these. She protects them, and it's kind of like if you don't poke the bear, she's not going to poke you.
Poke.
But people
You
start, here's Marcy, and she's going to poke the bear.
You said poke the bear.
I poked the
Yeah, and this is where in the background, if you look at all the things, it's like the National Enquirer.
UFO
magazine.
steals blue ribbon. I can't read it from
Yeah.
County Fair or something like that.
Yeah, like he's been digging into this for some years now. You know, all these missing creatures and stuff like that.
Yeah, there it
There's
is.
yeah.
Woman's severed head lives.
lives.
Where are they? $1 million reward for the whereabouts of the Times Square
Freak twins. Yes, let me take a drink.
Yeah. So
there.
what's this guy's name? I can't remember his name. But,
Oh, it doesn't matter.
it
He's
doesn't
like Wally the cop.
okay.
You know, he's Wally.
He runs this tabloid that Marcy works for. She's his
Let's see if I got any texts.
ace reporter.
Yeah.
Why we get texts too during the show?
Oh, I'm just being like melodramatic
You
tonight.
just-
and
Is that what we do?
yeah,
My phone's over there. I don't even look. I turn the sound off.
you do.
I don't care if the house is
Yeah.
on fire. I'm doing the show.
Ted was getting half naked before the show. I'm like, what the frick you doing?
Well,
here?
that's because we were
Pulling
doing
up his shirt, pinching his nipple.
Well, we
Don't
were-
say no. This
we
is
were-
a secret.
you know.
Yeah, you know.
we were doing
Yeah.
special
Special
secret stuff.
tapings.
Special tapings for
Special secret stuff.
certain fans ask for private messages, and that's what we do.
And we give it to them.
I give it to whoever wants it.
Oh, what?
Exactly.
Protection?
What?
What?
I mean, yeah, I have a bodyguard with me.
Kim might be still watching this.
She's
you
not
think?
watching. She's watching like New York Housewives or something. She's not going to watch this swill.
I'd love her to pop up in the chat and go, I heard that. That's funny as heck. Oh
And
my
trust me, if
God.
she's watching it, she will.
Dino, is that water or Crystal Pepsi? It's water, James.
I wish we had some Crystal Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi. Oh, really? I don't think I ever tasted Crystal Pepsi.
I liked Pepsi Twist, the one that had the lemon with it.
Huh.
I think me and 2 other people in the world liked it.
Like, and that's why it's gone. But, oh my God.
I'm
Stan Cool is in here. Have never heard your name in the chat before, but
That's all right.
welcome. to the Late Late Horror Show.
Bring 'em all,
where we
man.
do commentaries.
We're the #1 podcast in this day, this time slot.
Yes, we are. You can catch us on iTunes and everywhere else you can find us across the globe.
Yeah, just GTS and.
But we got a number of commentaries, man. Just go back. You can spend a year watching them if you want.
If we were chicks and had bigger boobs, we would have 10K followers.
Stan Cool says, "What did Ted think of Rogue One, the new Twin Peaks, and Blade Runner 2049?" That's an awful lot of questions.
But I will answer them all
for a Basket Case 2 commentary. But go ahead, real quick.
Answer them all.
Okay.
I didn't see
because this old guy coming up as a
I
trip.
didn't see Blade Runner yet.
Right.
I wanted to, but I didn't get a chance to see it. So I will. It comes out on Blu-ray next month. So I'll probably just watch it in the comfort of my own home. Rogue One. It was kind of vapid.
Yeah.
I mean, the robot was kind of funny, but I guess I just didn't get to know those characters enough to really miss them when they were gone.
Yeah, and Twin Peaks, he can say what he wants, but screwed up.
I think it was...
He wasted about 16 hours of your life?
I think it was the greatest 18-hour movie ever
18
made.
hours? Okay.
The more I'm away from
joking,
it, the more I want to go back to it.
Well, see, there you go. Keeps driving you in.
And now that it's on Blu-ray, but I hate the packaging, so I'm going to wait for them to put it in a regular box, and then I'll buy it. And
coming from somebody who loves Eraserhead to death, and
Twin Peaks. It's just I thought it was.
No,
brilliant.
I
thought it was brilliant.
David Lynch,
some of it was frustrating. And, but that's art. That's David Lynch's art.
Right.
It's not something that leaves you soon after you've seen it.
Right. And Channel Sundown says, dedicated to your fans. Pumpkinhead says, cherry vanilla Pepsi is amazing. Now, there you go. Anything cherry and vanilla. You got me.
Five Guys.
Vanilla,
I like going to
anything.
Five Guys where they have those machines where you can pick whatever friggin' flavor
just
you
put
want.
everything in there at one time.
Orange Coke. And,
my God. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there's this old guy in his long underwear.
Yes.
That gets a phone call because he's advertising that he has the Bradley Monster.
Yes.
Belial.
Yes.
So it's like Grandma Ruth wants to go check this out.
Yeah, and
she's offended. Inside.
But prior to that,
Marcy called him up.
She's a journalist, right?
Yeah, I think maybe she plays herself off as something else, but
she calls him up and says, I'm going to come there. I'll give you $100, and he jumps up and he goes,
hot damn,
$100, damn, go damn. I mean, I guess $100 will buy him everything.
But like
he
as soon as he
needs.
hangs up the phone, there's a knock at the door. It's like, damn, that was fast.
And here it's Grandma.
It's like a Laurel and Hardy movie. When one of them hangs up the phone, knock knock,
knock knock. He's there already. But yeah, basically he's what do you call that? A fake. I mean, he's got all these fake.
Pretty much everything he has is.
Yeah.
Now, in the real history of sideshows, you would have a lot of shit, and then in the end, you would have the good stuff. And usually, you got people to pay a little extra to get in there to see that good stuff. You get them in the door. That was the Barker's job, to get you in the door.
Yes.
You see all the stupid shit. You want to leave. You're like, wait, we got something back here, but it costs you an extra nickel to get in or whatever.
Oh.
And, that's when you get to see some of the actual bona fide freaks. And a sideshow was lucky if they had one, maybe two really
who's
good
this old
freaks.
guy hollering at over here to the side? I was wondering, what the hell is he hollering at? Ruth is standing next to him, and he's
yelling
going
at
like
the guy
this.
holding the boom mic.
Yeah, I have no idea, but he was totally hollering at somebody totally different off camera, and I'm like going, what is going on there?
He's offended because all he's got is a bunch of bones and plaster.
It's all fake stuff.
Yeah, a fake Belial, and he tries to say, what is he trying to say?
Dish Outdoors is here. Hey, welcome, Dish. What is going on? Ted's like, who's that?
I don't know.
Ted just comes here and films. But
I
anyways,
do. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not in the community. I just contribute.
Throwback Pepsi is best, says Raiders. Channel Sundown, Amanda says, freaked with Randy Quaid. That movie was something else. A lot awesome prosthetics. Have you seen Freaked?
No.
Okay, because
Jason... See, that's the cool thing about doing this is you find out about flicks you ain't seen.
Yeah, so. Freaked. We might have to check out the trailer on that.
And Randy Quaid's always good
he's
for
throwing
a
a
laugh.
fit. Hot damn.
Yeah, she's all ticked off because, she called his...
What did Jason say? I'm sorry, I keep popping in the chat here.
He's chugging some beam here.
Jason says, real quick, channel, yes, the eyeball police. So evidently something with eyeballs and freaked. So there you go. Jason says, Ted, they rearranged and took your comfy couch and put you in a spinning chair. Yes, Jason, the set is
Yeah.
different, and hopefully will change again
And I
in
assure
about
you,
8
that
months.
couch
but-
wasn't as comfy as you may think it was.
No, it was
I had
a
my
little
own
futon.
special. I had a little cushion I had to sit on.
Ted was squeezing himself on a little tiny futon, and I gave him a little mat. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
he
and
gave
meanwhile,
Yeah, so Grandma Ruth brings in the basket with Belial in it, and like, here, I've got something for you, you know. And he goes over there, dumbass, opens
Oh,
up the
shoot.
basket, and there goes Belial coming after him.
I hate when I just got the mouse over the movie. Now you
Oh, what are you gonna
pops
do?
up.
You
Yeah.
ruined the whole movie.
streaming.
But you know, for such a cheap little, you know, sideshow attraction here
Yeah.
that this guy's got, do you notice the outside? He's got like legit lights and curtains and.
There's a film I like called Nothing But Trouble with Chevy Chase. Yes, Chevy Chase he did the movie, and he's in this prosthetic stuff, and he plays a lot of different characters, I think, and it's supposed to be a tripped out movie. I don't think I'd ever seen Nothing But Trouble, but I heard about it a while back. Chevy Chase, or no, that was Dan Aykroyd, wasn't it? Nothing But Trouble, Jason? Dan Aykroyd, I think you're talking about. But anyways, yeah, getting back to this, the journalist comes.
Marcy comes in there and look, Belial threw what's his nuts in a tank of water.
The old hillbilly guy, yeah. And again, how the hell? Okay, first of all, Belial was in that basket, and he leaps out with no legs,
Look,
no
in
feet.
the first basket case, we saw Belial completely trash a hotel room,
Oh,
single-handed,
I know.
in stop motion.
I know, but that was better.
Ray Harryhausen quality stop motion.
This one, I'm like trying to figure out how the hell he. But I guess I got to stop talking about it because
You really.
there's no reason behind it or anything
just
except
did
that
it.
he's like superhuman. I don't know, but
I don't
anyways.
know. It's like, how does Chucky kill
Because
people?
he
I mean,
took
it's
him.
a stupid doll.
He
You kick
took-
it. Why don't you kick Belial?
Belial was on the ground
Kick
about a foot and a half off the ground, and he threw that whole body up in that glass case.
You know what? I believe it.
I know.
I believe in it.
Nice computers. Yeah, that was-
Marcy smokes about 852 cigarettes in this movie. Like,
Does she? I didn't notice that she was doing that much.
you
No?
know, just because it annoys me so much.
Yeah.
As a
Oh,
habit, it annoys the
man.
hell out of me.
No, I know. I know.
So that I really notice it.
Joey Cage, what's up?
All right. Look, she's got a bottle.
Yes, it's Dan Aykroyd was the villain, and Chevy Chase was the protagonist. That's
two of
right.
those did a movie
That's
together,
right,
huh?
Jason. Yeah, it's supposed to be a weird kind of movie.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so
Well,
there
that's,
you go.
That's what we do. Weird kind of
And
movies.
Joey Cage is in the house. Long time no see.
In the hizzy.
What's up? Okay. Anyways.
So
yeah.
Marcy? She's talking.
This
to
looks
her
like the
little,
same scene or area that remember when the first movie when Dwayne took his girlfriend down by the beach area.
Yeah.
And they were here's the guy. Isn't he the hotel worker? The front desk clerk.
No, that's not the same guy.
It's not.
It's not.
Oh, I thought it was.
The other
I didn't
guy.
look in-
No, the other guy was real sleazy looking. Not like this.
And
guy.
that's what I loved about the first one. All the actors were
all seem like real people. Real
people,
sleazy, off
real
the street
real
people.
characters, and it's not that they were bad characters. I mean, actors because they actually acted okay.
They just
were
seem like people that were out from the street. Hey,
Right.
you got that look. You want to, you know.
yeah.
And then, there was like the drunk black guy sitting in, next to you. Hey, you don't want to go in there.
Hanging out in the hotel lobby.
And
Let's
the guy's
just
yelling
do
at him.
basket case the first one again.
Do it all over again?
But
yeah, the store owner was hitting on Susan there. Hey, come on, why don't you give me a piece? I'll give you my salami. Come on, we have a cup of coffee.
I love you. You my girl.
I
you know what
love
I'm saying? No, come on,
Oh, look, man.
Oh,
now
Grandma.
we're back at the house, and Grandma Ruth's got Belial on the couch like a,
like a psychiatrist.
He's on the couch.
Oh, that's so great. And Ruth's wearing a wig.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's...
So was the chick in
blatant is
in
that?
the first basket case, the blonde. You could tell that was a wig.
Oh, yeah,
remember
no,
her? Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. And she's a young woman. And she wore a big, long, blonde
It's an interesting
wig.
sculpt.
It
I
is.
like it.
No,
That
there's
would have made a cool action figure or hand puppet for the kids.
a hand puppet.
Like a Belial hand
One where you
puppet.
can get your face up in there and your hand, too, and just create a...
Yeah, why not?
That would be awesome.
I mean, they make puppets of all kinds of other crap.
Oh, my God, that's an awesome
you
idea.
know, Heckle and Jekyll and stuff. Why don't
Heckle
they
and
make
Jekyll.
make a Belial one?
No. These are the kind of movies you make when you've taken too much LSD.
Yeah.
Eric says, I
Is that what
agree.
he says?
Is Ted a fucking metalhead, says Joey Cage?
Why? Because I'm wearing my ghost shirt?
He likes his metal. Ted
You know,
likes his metal, but he's it's
I'm all over the place, man. I'm just a
he's
rock
varied.
and roll fan.
He's varied.
I'm a rock and roll fan in whatever
yeah.
form it takes.
Yeah. Let's not talk about Demi Moore. She's part of that whole Eric. You know what I'm talking about. I'll stop right there. Let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty. Pronounced with an umpty. Don't know where that came from, but anyways. Yeah. So
From
what's
the
going
Humpty
on?
Dance.
Well, I know. Let's do the Humpty dance. It's a chance to do the dump. Oh my
man.
God. Dwayne
The moon
walks
face
in.
is sitting on the toilet.
Okay, so all the other freaks have free roam of the house. In this
Right.
scene here, Dwayne gets up in his own room, I think, to go to
Right.
the bathroom, and one of the creatures are taking a dump on his toilet.
And this particular one has a half, like a crescent moon head.
Look at this guy walks by. Ted,
I know.
this is just
This
a
is like
weird
This is like
scene.
the banana splits on acid.
It is the banana splits on
One
acid.
banana, two bananas,
Yes,
three bananas.
because one's on the toilet, one shoots upstairs, and the other guy just crosses.
The one that was on the
scene.
toilet with the crescent head. If
Yeah.
you guys don't know, that was David Emge, who played Steven in Dawn of the Dead.
Yes.
Flyboy.
Flyboy.
And yeah,
A little bit of information
completely in makeup. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of trivia to tell you.
Got like these
What
grocery
does
bags
he
they
got the
bring
six
in.
pack of?
Look at this guy.
Man, this guy needs some braces. Later on in the movie, that guy's eating
grabs-
corn on the cob, and I have no idea how he was doing it.
I know. You can hear him go. Ch-ch-ch.
Is that Orange Crush, man? Or are they all just?
She brought in 2 bags.
Yeah.
That one creature grabbed it. Whatever.
Doritos product placement.
The product. He grabs it and he shoots it over to this other counter.
He was helping.
He
her.
was yeah.
He was helping. Man.
Move
They all
it to
live
the
together.
other counter.
And see, look, Dwayne, man, he's hitting on Susan. Here.
Remember when the
think those are
parents?
Cool Ranch.
Remember when the parents would go grocery shopping and they bring in the bags and
Yeah.
and you'd look through it looking for the snacks or the bags of Doritos and
When
you
I
know,
used to go grocery
chop
shopping with my
down on-
parents, my dad used to open up a pack of peppermint patties, like a 6-pack in the store, and we'd eat like the whole family. We'd eat all those peppermint patties in the store.
Would you pay for it?
No,
No.
no. And another grocery store memory is one time my dad was going down the aisle and he
Oh,
dripped
man.
a fart the whole way down the aisle.
He
Stunk.
dripped a fart.
Dripped a fart the whole way down the aisle. And then this old couple turned into the aisle as we
Oh,
were
no.
coming in. And I remember the lady just turned to her husband and went, "Howard, you're disgusting."
No, blamed it on her husband.
She thought he
Oh,
did.
no.
And my dad's the one that dripped it the whole way.
Can I ask you how the hell that dripped out of his pants?
Well, that's just an expression I use. You know, he blew a fart down the aisle. You know, when I say he's just
Oh.
dripping farts down the aisle.
Because you know the story of my brother's story.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know,
that
where
wasn't
my-
dripping
my-
a fart,
my-
that was dripping shit.
We were at a party, family party, and he was dancing around. Oh, look at these creatures!
Have some
man.
cheese, rat.
Have some cheese.
That's a cool one.
He is a cool one, and I like when later on when that one you just seen has like his Irish cap on and long
Yeah.
jacket. Like, hey mateys, what are you doing? You're
That's
having yourself a
I'm
beating.
telling you, it's all out of
I'm gonna
freaks,
pop you on
man.
the lip
Some
and
of
let
them
you
wore
go.
hats like that and the coats.
I love
and-
it, but I would have loved him to talk a little bit more, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But my brother was at the party. Okay, there's just a little bit going on here. We can talk.
Ain't nothing
Yeah,
going
ain't
on.
nothing going on.
Dwayne's
just-
looking at a doll.
He's looking at a Barbie doll that isn't really a Barbie doll. It's got black short hair.
Looks like a doctor
Some
doll.
business. Yeah, but my brother was at a party. He had shorts on. You know, kind of the grungy looking
cargo
baggy
shorts.
cargo shorts things. And he kept, you know, he was eating and eating and eating. And he kept joking, you know, farting and just, you know, and he went like this and he shot his leg up. And as he blew a fart, blew one, it hit the floor.
Hit the floor.
Was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen
Didn't
in
somebody
my
slip
life.
in it? Didn't somebody run over it to see what was
Oh
going on?
no, I don't even want to think about it. I don't think anybody did, but he's like, we'd all just started cracking up laughing.
He must not have been wearing
He
no
was-
drawers.
No, it was just all hanging
He was free
around.
balling.
Yeah. Oh, the flashback to Belial and his brother, where he's connected to the hip.
Separate. Gotta keep them separated.
Yeah. You know, and he does keep going for Susan, and I do understand that.
Well, she's the only one in the house that's kind of normal, like him.
And right away, because he wants to be normal, I understand it. And
That's
right
right.
away, though, he tells Susan, I love you. I
Right.
want to be with you.
Well, you know, love at first sight. It happens all the time.
And even though he's not a great actor, his character
Nothing
works.
wrong with him. Nothing.
It works for him.
He's just as good as any other award-winning actor.
Yeah, award-winning actor.
He's just as good.
Oh my God. Okay, what's going on in the chat? Anything? Anybody chatting it up?
Chatting it up.
Channel Sundown says, "Oh wait, I love the safety dance." Yeah, okay. Jen, it's on my playlist. We're talking about the Humpty dance. What's going
I
on?
have the Humpty Dance in my iTunes playlist.
I watched Alice, Sweet Alice for the first time today. And
That's
I
a
loved it.
good movie. Who watched
It was a
that?
good movie. Yeah, we
Who
gotta
watched
watch it. Jason Hamilton.
That's a
Raider
cool
says
movie.
it's a good movie. So yeah,
I've been
there you
wanting to do that one with this dude. He hasn't seen it.
go. Alice,
and-
Sweet Alice. I know, and it's a
Yeah.
public domain movie. It's
Yeah, it is.
you know, so
And it's
I
on
haven't seen
Amazon
it.
Prime. It's on all those things you can watch. But it's actually a pretty cool-
Flashback to the doctors cutting off Belial from his
Alice,
from
Sweet Alice,
Dwayne.
it does actually keep you guessing a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
Well,
you know, I won't
I have to
spoil it
watch
for
it. Yeah.
And there's the big fat guy dudes. Remember that guy? Oh, he's so nasty.
Boy.
And
Yeah.
the other chick that's in, not Brooke Shields, but the other chick, she only did like 2 movies. She did this one in Liquid Sky. And
You mean Alice, Sweet Alice?
yeah, the girl, I forgot her name.
Okay. Yeah. Flashbacks to when they were
Separating.
separating.
The
you know,
father wanted them separated.
Oh God! And I remember how gory that scene was in the first movie.
It's cool.
Because where they're slicing and blood was just flying everywhere, and they're kind of showing it
It's
here.
completely medically
like-
accurate, though. 100% medically accurate.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you from experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. Yeah, I'll go with it.
Look at Dwayne, man.
Well, he wants love, man. He wants to get out.
He
of
does.
This,
He wants to be
He wants out of
normal.
this freak show.
Well, now he's walking up into Grandma Ruth's office like, I just want to get out of here. I want, he's trying to tell Susan, let's run away, the 2 of us. Let's go make a life together.
And she wants nothing to do with it. She's like just kind of
she's
holding
trying
him
to tell
down
him
and
that,
saying,
I can't leave. I
why
belong
not?
here.
Come
But he
on,
doesn't
man.
get why she belongs here. We don't know why yet.
Right, Susan, you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Grandma here?
Well, no, I'm talking about Dwayne in general. He just wants to get out of there. But I know it does come down to he wants Susan to come with him.
Right, and he and
But,
Belial are
yeah.
separated now. He's in a place where he'll be cared for. So let me ask you a question, Dean.
Ask me a question.
You think Grandma Ruth's kind of sexy?
Grandma Ruth's got some toppers.
I know you usually like the older women, so
Grandma Ruth's got some toppers. I'd like to see her with that wig off and really dressed up.
you like to see her naked,
Grandma Ruth.
maybe?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So what she does is
Some
tell
side
Dwayne. If you guys haven't watched some of our old podcasts, man, when we
Loves
talk
the old
about
chicks.
toppers, we just well, I don't know about that.
It's
but
always the old chicks.
it's always a running joke about
Look
the
at those.
toppers.
You're like, look at the great cans on that
I
one.
got a toppers on that
You
thing.
know.
But she sends
She's
Dwayne
in line for her
upstairs.
Social Security check.
She says, "Go up and talk to him then." And
Talk to Belial.
so Dwayne goes up there to talk to him, and of course one of the freaks come out. And as he's walking around the attic, which is kind of cool, this is the Hellraiser. Yeah, Ted's always tired. He
Did my 12-hour shift
He
today.
did his 12-hour shift. But look there's a creature in the back on some kind of contraption. This looks almost
is
Hellraiser-like, doesn't it?
Man,
With the mist,
man,
the up, like the attic area,
you
and these
expect Uncle
creatures.
Frank to be popping up out of the floorboards.
Right, it's a little weird. And look at this one, just
What is
put
he-
some oxygen or something.
Is that what he's
in
doing? Man, he's probably breathing helium,
Could be.
trying to get himself all high.
What? Or evidently, that's to keep him his sustenance, his power, his will to live.
I think he's
whatever.
getting high.
But he could be that too. Whatever.
Oh, look at
Look
this,
at
man.
that.
Eve is rubbing Belial's hand.
And Eve's hand is like a woman's hand.
It's dainty and feminine. Look.
But
oh,
later on, when you see them doing the old dirty deed,
and you do see
she's more Belial-like than you think.
it. Yeah.
Which is. But I love how the camera scene where he opens up the basket and Belial looks up at him, from the floor,
POV.
and do it, yeah, POV.
POV.
Yeah, and he grabs the basket and he's going to take him out to the back garage to talk to him in private.
Sorry, he's gonna take him out to the woodshed.
Explain to him. What's he going to explain to him, Ted?
Do you like how that gargoyle up there moves?
Yes, right there.
I like that.
And it's going, like some old witch, But what's he going to talk to him back there in the
I
garage
don't
about,
know.
Ted?
I don't remember.
I'm going to look at the things. Come on.
I don't know. Dwayne's taking him in the garage. He's probably
It's
gonna
like, no, I can't hear you in the mic.
probably
Yeah,
gonna
speak up.
beat off in the
Yeah.
garage.
Oh my god. Did you watch this?
Yeah, I watched it.
Then what are you sitting
just
there
don't
like you don't know
remember.
what's going on?
I just don't
Look
remember.
at all the chains hanging from the ceiling
Oh,
and
you're
stuff
the
too.
one that brought up the
What's this,
Cenobites.
Texas Chainsaw?
I'm the one that's got to keep talking while you read the comments. Okay?
Is that so hard to do? I like how he puts them up on the dirty
There's all
counter.
there's all kinds of nails
Oh,
and
my
paint chips
God.
and shit up there. That
Hair.
ain't sanitary.
Yeah, what if Belial gets tetanus?
Yeah, exactly. Then what are you gonna do?
Although
Oh, he's just telling him the same thing that he told Grandma Ruth. I mean,
Why is there dust and smog and fog and smoke in the background.
Because sometimes there's haze from the dust.
I don't understand that.
The sunlight comes through the cracks.
And the old hose. I mean, it doesn't look like it's being
What are you talking
used.
about? The old ladies.
Oh.
The old hose.
So, yeah, here, going back to chat. Let's see.
Yeah, what do these mofos have to say?
Jennifer deleted something, so...
Uh-oh, something naughty.
Channel Sundown, Amanda says, I watched Parasite on Amazon the other day, but it had Demi Moore in it, and apparently we're not talking about Demi Moore.
Why not?
Well, you can talk about her, whatever.
yeah.
The Freaks come out at night. I saw Krampus the other day. I so love that movie. Such a great Christmas horror movie.
We
Never
did.
gets old. Sorry.
We
No,
did
I agree.
Christmas Horror Story last year, which had, I think,
We did Krampus too.
No, did we do Krampus?
We did do
We did
Krampus.
Saint, and we did
Yes, we did
Christmas
Krampus.
Horror Story.
The change reminded me of Pinhead. Yes, exactly,
I'm
Jennifer.
telling
It
you, I
does.
don't think we did Krampus.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Maybe we did.
Who knows? We can't even
I
remember
can't
what we did.
Yeah, see, right there.
Right there
A
is-
completely different face on Belial when he starts laughing at him.
Right. Yes.
I'm wondering if that's Dwayne in makeup.
It could be.
I can't.
But they
tell.
get a close up because after Dwayne
That's
tells.
so bizarre. Why
See,
did
all
they
this time
do
when I was
that?
looking at chat, you could have been explaining what was going on, and
Well,
you didn't.
I said
so
he
I'll
was
start
telling-
doing
he was
these
telling the
commentaries on
same-
my own now.
I told you he was telling Belial the same thing he was telling Grandma Ruth. That he wants to go out on his own. He wants to be normal. He wants to get on out, take Susan with him, and then Belial's laughing at him.
Okay, so
But why did they change the face? Why did they put a real person in makeup in?
I
that
think
scene?
just prosthetically they
Think
could.
just to get the ha,
Yeah.
a little bit more human.
Yeah, so I think it was a good, place to set that head up there and get a good laugh on it. Yeah, so
Yes,
and look at the
it's jarring.
1990 all the way. It's a
Wow.
dress suit and white bright shoes with
Yep.
the old
Well, that's
thick
because
socks.
like in a lot of porno movies in the '90s, she'd be taking off and keeping those shoes on.
She would.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she'd probably light up a fag afterwards. And
One of the freaks is
Frog
a
boy.
giant frog boy, and every time they show him, you hear ribbit.
so this is how a lot of
What
those
the
movies start.
heck?
You knock on the door.
Right.
You go,
Rabbit.
Hi, I'm going door to door selling insurance. Oh, really? Well, come on in.
Stupid old bag
Oh,
that she's wearing on her side. It's a purse. It's a bag.
Can't decide. It's a camera
The old
case.
bag. Yeah, look at Ruth.
Yeah,
At least
so-
she matches her hair with her dress all the time.
Exactly. Everything's to a T.
Yeah, I mean they really went all out in this movie.
So what is it? Marcy shows up at the house here. How do they find out about this house? Oh, they find out about
Santa's sleigh is funny, says Eric. I haven't
Santa's
seen Santa's sleigh.
I like Ernest Saves Christmas.
There you go.
That's a good one. Hey, dude, I forgot. How did she even find out to go talk to this lady anyway?
I don't know.
You know what? I think her
um,
editor got her on the trail. Talked about
Didn't
that
she
old lady.
call?
I think that maybe, I don't remember. We're messing up the commentary.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
anyway.
Somehow, yeah, she gets the info where this house is, and
Right.
she goes there.
I think it was her
And-
editor that got her on the trail there.
Yeah.
And
I think you're right.
She goes there
Trying to
asking
get
if she
some
knows
info.
where the
Look at
Bradleys are.
look at Ruth's got a pearl necklace.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Know what
You're
I'm
the one
saying?
who notices.
Know what
that.
I'm saying? She's got a pearl necklace going on there.
And look at she gets all defensive
Look
right
at
away.
those
I don't
toppers.
run in those circles anymore.
Oh, what?
And they're not here. What she say? Even if they were in the next room,
She's
I wouldn't tell you.
Right. She's like I take care
Yeah.
of a select few elderly women
Right in the neighborhood.
in the neighborhood,
And look who
that's
walks
it.
right in the door.
Yeah,
Dwayne carrying a basket.
Yeah, with Belial in the basket.
And she's like, "Oh, hello, John."
Yeah. And he goes, "Oh,
I've
well,
got those
here's the
groceries."
groceries you asked for.
Yeah,
they're in there."
Nobody
Yeah.
would fall for that.
No, and like she can't recognize his face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although they don't know what's going. They know what's going on.
Oh, she knows for sure. She recognized him.
What's with the chain on the door? Is that one of those push doors?
What
Do
you
they got a
talking about?
push handle on that door?
You know, they do probably because some of the people
Handicapped?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see it.
I noticed that. I wondered the same thing.
Oh, I like Dwayne right here. He starts acting very poorly.
Do you
and
think
goes,
she recognized? I don't
"Do
think
you?
she
Do you
recognized me. She
really?
didn't act like
I
it
don't
either.
think she's seen me. Do you?
like, hell
I mean,
yes.
it's like, oh my god. So she's running out to the car, and
She's
there's a
tight assing it the whole way to the car.
yes, and there's an a-hole driver who's the cameraman.
That's Artie. Artie the cameraman.
Artie the farty.
Art the Fart.
Art the Fart. But he's like all hyped, like, man, I'm going to do whatever, man, to get in.
Yeah.
And look at her. She's freaking out. She's having an orgasm, Ted. Look at her.
I had one.
She's like, oh, my God, I really think he's in there. I know that he's in there. We're going to get what we came here for. We're going to be superstars in the journalistic world, you know.
Hells yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People.
Okay.
I'm going to be good now. Okay.
I give this movie
That was like
3.5 out of 5
really
stars.
cool and stuff.
We're going to do Basket Case 3 next week. I can feel it.
Okay, we should take a break and just walk away for a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Potty break.
Yeah.
You guys keep going.
Jason says, Dino and Ted are some old schoolers, and I'm trying to expand my horror likings of old horror.
Okay.
You all think 976 Evil is any good? Never seen it.
Well, that's...
And Eric chimes in and says, I think 976 Evil is worth a check.
So
I
wait, hold
do
on.
too.
Hold on.
Yeah.
This dude says he wants to get into some old school horror, and he asked me if 976 Evil is a good place to start.
Yeah.
Why don't you go back a little further and watch
A little further, Jason.
Island of Lost Souls, Freaks.
Well, yeah, it depends on what old school you're talking about. Are you talking about 30s, 40s, Jason?
Old school's 1986.
Well, I think in the community right now,
I'm
old
telling you
school
what.
means the 80s and 70s.
You cannot
but
beat.
old school black and white horror is
You cannot beat
prime.
Island of Dark Souls on a quiet night in pitch black
Oh,
in your living room by yourself.
hell no. Our first podcast. But yes.
it was. And or something cool like that, or Curse of Frankenstein with Peter Cushing, something cool like that.
Yeah, but I would recommend go back and look at some of our podcasts, our shows,
Wicker Man.
our commentaries. Wicker
Wicker
Man's,
Man,
well, that's
fantastic.
serious old school, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But if 80s is just cheese.
Yes.
And that's what makes the 80s horror so great.
Well, that's what
So
makes
old
for
school-
fun
like
podcasts.
right. No, for fun movies too.
Fun movies, fun podcasts.
Well, what have we come across? Brain Damage, Basket Case, the original,
Oh, yeah.
Street Trash, which is
Oh.
I wish more people. That's actually one of my favorite cheesy horror
I
movies
think
of
my
the
favorite
80s
part is
ever.
when the guy in the wheelchair goes in the store and knock a crack down and falls out of his wheelchair.
There is so many
It's
good
funnier
parts
than
of
the
Street
penis scene.
Trash that I can't even tell.
And that's not even like a horror movie. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like a
there's gore in
toxic
it.
brew. I mean, Viper.
It's
Let's drink that. Oh, what happens here? She's in some. Okay.
Well, they got some secret elevator, secret.
Well, they
passageway?
know that the cameraman and the journalist woman, whoever they are down there,
Yeah.
they're going to come into the house and they're going to try to get Blio and pictures and prove that they're there. But
Right.
she knows that she can get them, so she comes up in this like robe, like she's some.
It's like the island
Satanist.
of Dr. Moreau, man.
Yeah, like she's some
comes
Satanist, and she comes up to
Not
the
a
attic.
Satanist. She's just.
Well, she's in some robe.
It's her nightgown.
I get the vibe. But anyway, all three of them, Susan, Dwayne, and her, come up in this elevator into the attic.
Well,
Where?
because
Why wouldn't they be using this through the whole thing?
look, everybody
They've been
has
coming
left
through the
them alone.
ceiling,
I know. Well, maybe her hips are bad and she can't climb that ladder.
But she's getting them together, pulling
maybe
in
she
the
didn't want
troops.
Dwayne looking up her nightgown when she was
She's
climbing up.
pulling in the troops to kill these two.
Well, it's because now they are going to invade their privacy.
and I love them showing all of these characters.
I know
here.
it's a menagerie,
Oh, look at them.
and
A menage.
it's hey, they're going to exploit us. They're going to take you all away.
Mm-hmm.
Let's and she even says, I know some of you are morally against fighting, and we respect that, but some of you are not. So how about when they come, let's kick their asses,
Right.
basically.
And Eric says Candyman, another great movie, awesome.
Yeah,
Rawhead
I remember going
Rex.
to see that. That's coming out. That's a Blu-ray that just came out too, but I never saw
Rawhead
that.
Rex.
I never saw it. I know it's Clive Barker
Right.
involved.
Yeah,
but I
everybody
never saw
talks a lot about it. So
I remember
yeah.
going to see Candyman with a girlfriend I had in high school. Man, she got freaked out. That was cool.
Oh.
It's always cool when you go to a movie with a chick and they grab onto you, real tight there. It's always
Yeah.
fun.
Jason says, I love Pumpkinhead. It's my favorite cult classic from the 80s. I got introduced to Lance Henriksen from the YouTube name, My Pumpkin. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, Lance Henriksen, his best movie he ever did was Near Dark.
Oh, man.
One
Gangsta.
one of my favorite vampire movies of all time, Near Dark.
Look at Belial.
I
He's,
know.
yeah, let's kill him. Gobble, gobble. One of us. One of us.
Yes.
And this is where it starts getting like freaks, man. They're not going to tolerate
Right?
people messing with their own. And that's what happens in that movie, Todd Browning's Freaks.
And I like how Belial actually is like the leader
Well, I
of
mean,
this
he's in
group.
it, man. He's in it.
But he's like the leader, and
I don't know if he's the leader. I don't know if I get the feeling he's the leader, but I mean, yeah, I mean, he's
He-
part of the family.
he
you know?
takes care of all of the troubles and everything that happens.
They take
man.
care of him. He takes care of that.
Jennifer Delaney, Tony Todd, the Candyman, is
Yeah.
great and can't believe he lives. Libby's, yeah. Games and movies, entertainment. A Christmas Carol is accurate. I don't know what that means. A ghost story. Yes,
there
it
we
is. I love A Christmas Carol. I love all the old ones. But look at these guys, man. They're all
Great
up there.
gothic ghost story.
It is a great gothic ghost story. But look at them all just
I like how you
getting
get a good
riled
look at
up.
all of them. Man.
They get riled up.
They do.
Cheering,
You know, obviously this
chanting.
place isn't that deserted. You see tons of cars going by in the background. They're not that deserted.
Well, yeah. And they pull up and they see that, hey, they're getting in the van.
Oh, look,
Bruce,
she
Susan,
even
and
checks the
Grandma
back
Ruth.
door to make sure it's secure. Do you think the Bradleys are in the van? Look at all those
No.
lights on the house.
Yeah.
Somebody's home. Yeah, they
Yeah.
couldn't have just left the lights on.
And he goes, well, I'm going to go, like the Burbs, I'm going to go over there and get a look in those barred up basement windows.
Now that's...
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you. Remember I told you about that special edition in the UK of
Yes.
the Burbs? It's being released here in the States.
Oh,
All the details haven't come out yet, but comes out March 30th.
can't wait.
It's
That,
going to be loaded with extras.
that may be a Blu-ray you have me spending money on.
Well, I already have it pre-ordered, my friend, so I'm getting that one.
How much you paying for it?
Oh, I don't know. It'll be less than 30.
Okay.
So
Oh, I'm
Burbs
getting
is
it
worth
then,
that.
man. Oh, Burbs, yeah. Then you got to frame it, man. You got to
yeah.
centerpiece on something, you know.
I still remember
Bronze it.
when they go to the Klopex house and Bruce Dern's character steps on the porch and his foot goes through and drops.
There go the damn brownies.
There go the goddamn
brownies.
when he rips the wallpaper off.
What do you got in the cellar? Hair, Klopek. And he looks at his
I mean,
hair, Klopek.
You know, that is one movie. It's the only movie I can think of that has Tom Hanks in it where someone upstages him.
Oh,
And I'm
my
sure that was
God.
like intent, but
Right.
Bruce Dern
Bruce
completely
Dern was
blows
awesome.
Tom Hanks away in that movie.
even
Goddamn brownies.
even Mr. Klopek. I mean, he was Mr. Klopek. You know, he had his character was something else, man.
Pretty girl, she a friend of yours? Came
No.
with the frame.
Came with the frame.
It
It was so funny. But anyways, the photographer makes his way through the window,
right.
and he's
Sneaking
making
through
his to get a picture of Belial. He's thinking,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or Dwayne. I think either
They
or
need to get
just to
some
get proof.
that they're there.
And they're all ready for him.
Oh yeah.
So you
You know what I
know.
like about this house is that there's the two staircases that go upstairs.
Yes.
I think that's cool because that makes for some interesting stuff. That's
It
that's
does.
very old school.
I love it. Basket Case 2 was freaking weird as crap, says Tim McAndrew.
Yeah.
It was.
We're figuring that one out.
We're
brother.
figuring it out, man. It most certainly
It's
is.
just
Channel
so
Sundown says Martin. Who was talking about Martin?
Yeah.
Love
yeah.
that
We did a
movie.
podcast of that. Go
We
back.
did a podcast of Martin, Amanda. Go check that out. We got deep
Fantastic.
into that, man, because that's a
That's a movie
vampire,
that
not a
needs to-
vampire. Yeah, it's just very,
That
very
needs to
good.
come out on Blu-ray. So it's
Love
like
it.
out of print everywhere in the world.
Yes, yes.
That needs to come out on Blu-ray so bad, but unfortunately,
But Martin's great. Love
Richard
it.
Rubenstein, who was Romero's co-producer,
Yeah.
he owns the rights to Martin and Dawn of the Dead, and he is asking astronomical prices to license those movies, especially Dawn of the Dead.
You can speak up.
And that's because he did a 3D conversion of it, which hasn't even, I don't think, been released.
Testing.
Oh, come on. They
You guys
can hear
hearing
me.
us all right?
That's a Yeti.
Yeah, I know.
And so I don't know if we'll ever get...
Oh, here we go.
So I just have
Evil
my...
Dead. Well, you know. Well, the cameraman comes up through
Through the attic.
and this is good. Look at the scene, you guys. Look at down here in the corner. Okay, look in the corner.
Look
down
in the
there.
little TV.
Look in the corner. The cameraman comes up and he thinks he's talking to Belial. He goes, "It's dark in here. I'm going to flash the light so that I can see you. So that I can see you." And look at
surprise.
flash. He sees all of the freaks are just standing there looking at him.
That one with the big teeth.
They evidently had to get up but he keeps taking snapshots like some effect, and he doesn't go down and run away.
Man.
He stays there, snapping pictures and they got that like haunted house effect
It
where the
does.
lights blinking until they walk all
Why
the
aren't
way
you
to
going
the.
down the ladder?
I have no idea why he's not going down.
Oh, here
It-
comes Belial. Look
it's
at
making me
Belial coming at him.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm telling you,
You know, I
Belial's
think
the
that's
leader.
a solo flex in the back there.
It looks like a solo flex. They put it together as a solo. Belial just whipped him
man.
up through the ceiling, man.
Well, I mean, he's capable of such things.
Whipped him up through the ceiling.
Oh,
and this
yes.
thing with the worms out of the side.
Oh, look, they're snapping pictures of Belial
Yes, beating
tearing his ass open.
It's a fight. It's a fight. Oh my God, it's so good.
Man, first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk
There's
about
a
Fight
lot of
Club.
camera shots in that camera, right?
Well,
A lot of flashes.
Well, it's not like those Polaroid flashes where you got like four
kind of
flashes.
like a Polaroid camera. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
what Marcy Darcy's out
Well,
there.
she sees all the lights going off in the attic, and she knows something's
Well,
up.
she thinks
so.
there's a disco ball out there, and it's like they better not be playing ABBA without me.
ABBA. She's a dancing queen.
I'm the dancing queen.
Whatever. I'm going to sing no ABBA.
Oh.
But yeah. She. What's there a parking lot line in there for?
Well, they parked on the other side of the street, further away from the house, so she's
Okay.
walking.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because I wondered that too.
Oh my God. Let's see. Getting back to the chat.
Oh, he's tearing his
ouch,
face off.
But so worth it, Pumpkinhead. If you want to go way back, do Food of the Gods and Day of the Animals.
Now those are
says
cool
Amanda.
movies. Those are some cool. I've seen those movies. Yes,
Yeah.
man, I've seen those.
I haven't seen those, so I'll have to check
Food
them
of the
out.
Gods is like like they just used photo effects to make like the rats look bigger and everything.
Yeah.
What was the one with the ants? There was one with ants where they got really big and they did the same process. But those are based on like H.G. Wells stories.
Oh yeah, I love those movies, like Them and stuff like that.
It was
you know?
different than them.
It was, okay.
Like
But I love
they're
that.
real ants, but they just used special photo effects to make the ants look large.
Okay,
I mean, you
yeah,
could
yeah.
tell that
Right.
they weren't real, but
Yeah, they weren't.
like one of them even had like Joan Collins in it too. Like I
Joan
remember that one.
Collins. Oh my. Let's see what'd she say right after this. Yeah, I used to be so scared of the movie Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead says Yeti Mayday Mike. I thought they were just redneck coolers and tumblers cups. Yeah. I love the creature in Pumpkinhead, says Jennifer Delaney. Eric
Stan
says,
Winston can't
Pumpkin
go wrong,
had a
man.
great
The
head
master.
design. Yes, he did. I think they used spare xenomorph mode to base him off of. There you go. Probably. Tim McAndrew says Empire of the Ants.
Empire of the Ants. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Yep.
That's
There
a
you
cool
go.
movie. You can find that online. I think it's even on like YouTube to watch for free.
Yeah.
Cool movie.
A lot of movies that you can catch on YouTube. But yeah, they shoot back to the cop.
Yeah,
Because
she thinks because
I wish I knew her name. I didn't write her
This
name
isn't
down.
the
It's
cop.
just-
This is the editor of the. Is this a cop? I thought this was. Is he? No, he's not a cop.
Is he a private eye?
Maybe he's a private dick.
He's a private dick. But he gets an idea. He goes, you know,
Here, let me light up a cigarette for you.
yeah, here, you let me get
sweetheart.
this smoker.
Yeah, that's a good smoke.
Yeah. But he goes, I got an idea. We'll get him out of that house.
You gotta get
And
him out of the house.
So he calls him up and he's like, starts talking to him about, I know what's going on there and I know
right.
what's,
I'm
all
gonna
of this
have,
stuff.
I'm gonna have
And
the
ask-
cavalry there if you don't put him on the phone.
And he asked for Dwayne. Yeah.
Let me
He's-
talk to Dwayne.
So convinces Dwayne to come out of the house and meet him.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll come to that in a few seconds here when he,
Yep.
because there was a scene when it comes up. I'll talk about it when it comes up.
All right.
But yeah.
Look, he's got a
it
hockey
works.
trophy.
He plays hockey.
Yeah.
He plays hockey.
Drinking that Jim Beam.
Ted
Yes.
spoke of Tubi earlier.
Tubi
Any
TV.
old horror films you recommend that is on there?
Oh,
It's nice to see that people actually listen to what we're saying here.
I put a bunch of stuff in my queue on there. There's all kinds of
Yeah,
cool stuff.
Ted's always talking about Tubi TV.
Tell you what, I even have the app on my phone.
Yeah, he's always talking about, and we're
Tell you
getting
what,
here real
while
quick. but
Dino's
yeah.
talking about his favorite part here, man, I'll see. We'll look at my queue and see what we
Yeah,
have.
Ted will look at his queue on Tubi TV. But yeah, it's very cool.
Movies I recommend on Tubi TV.
It's very cool. He comes in. He does look like an old private dick from the 40s.
Oh, I was just saying, even
Yeah.
the music's that's playing.
He comes into
this
the-
place never went
the
past
dive bar.
1949.
Right.
It's
It's a
sweetheart.
Yeah, sweetheart.
Look at
Humphrey
Dwayne saying,
Bogart.
I bought you a beer.
And look how he's acting. He's sitting there like an infantile little man.
And what did he buy him? A Pabst Blue
Blue ribbon. Pabst Blue Ribbon, Eric.
All right. Movies I
But,
have in my queue. Dear
okay.
Mr. Gacy.
Dear Mr.
You
Gacy.
should watch that.
There
movie.
you go.
That's more of a actual true crime movie.
Right.
If you want a classic from the 70s, go with The Legend of Boggy Creek.
Channel Sundown likes Legend of Boggy Creek. Yep.
Living Dead Girl. That's a little bit of Jean Rollin there.
Mm-hmm.
What else have we got here? Meet the Feebles is on Tubi TV to watch for free.
Meet the Feebles is on there?
For free. It's got, I mean, these have
Go
commercials.
watch Meet the Feebles, people.
This is Peter Jackson's pre-Lord of the Rings Muppets on crack.
Okay, real quick, let me just
keep
say,
going,
they're
keep
in the
going.
bar scene here, and he's talking to Dwayne, and he's convincing him that, you know, he wants to help Belial.
Right.
Okay, but he's not going for it because they've set this up. And what caught me was you start seeing all these people come in and sit at the bar, and one of the characters, the big tall one, actually walks by the table, and as soon as he did that, I'm like, oh, the freak, the freaks.
Because, you know, why are
there.
they focusing on him?
Right.
Like, you know, they're making it so we have to see him.
Yes, but it's awesome because, you know, I think it's coming up here. He just like walks right by both of them. Well, that's the other one. He's got some hood on, but they're all getting in their seats, ready to take care of. Here it is. Like this guy right here. As soon as I seen him, he just like, he walks right by. I'm like going, there you go. The freaks there, man. They're gonna take care of him. It's a setup. So yeah, so they did set this all up to where they're gonna take care of this guy too, and they are. Granny Ruth, man, she knows what she's doing. She's taking care of every one of these people one by one. But yeah, Ted recommends Tubi TV on.
And two Hammer movies, especially that are on Tubi TV to watch.
Ooh.
One we did a podcast of called The Vampire Lovers.
Vampire
with,
Lovers.
Ingrid Pitt in it. Yes. This is really kind of like my idea of a really cool movie.
It was a really good
Ingrid
movie.
Pitt in a lacy nightgown walking through a misty graveyard at night with a castle in the background. And then another one that we haven't done a podcast of, but I want to, is another Hammer film called Twins of Evil.
Yes.
With Peter Cushing in it. A fantastic movie. Those are two old schools that I would really recommend. But do watch Dear Mr. Gacy, because that's a true story, and it was based on a book, The Last Victim. Very interesting book, too, if you like true crime.
Cool. And you know what? Jason just said, or Pumpkinhead, sorry. I put Tubi on my Roku, so he's going to check that out. I'm going to
lots of stuff.
He says I'm going to be attempting to make an Alice Sweet Alice doll soon. And once I do, I'll send a pic to you, Dino. And if you like it, Ted, I'll send you one as a gift.
Oh, thank you.
Holy crap, that would be awesome,
Thank you
Jason.
so much. I even heard that they were remaking that or did remake it.
That's awesome. Yeah,
or,
send me the pic when you get it done, man.
But,
That's cool.
It's a cool movie. I first saw it on Son of Ghoul out of Akron. He would show it.
Yeah.
And I used
One
to
of
get
our
mad
old
because
horror host shows.
because
back in the
they
day.
would break it up with skits and stuff, and I actually liked the movie.
Yeah.
So it's one of the rare times.
Here we go.
Yep.
Dwayne takes off and says none of this is going to happen, whatever. And each one of them starts taking off their masks,
Right.
which are like just weird
People masks.
people masks.
You
And
realize the bar is full of the freaks.
yes, and he's like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, this is an
He's
oh
shitting his
shit day.
pants, man.
I think that's
He's
actually
like,
what he says.
"Damn."
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how did the guy with the teeth not? How did any of these guys get away with sitting there not getting caught?
I have no idea. I mean, he was so focused on talking with Dwayne, and they killed the bartender.
Look at the man with 27 noses. That's what the character's name is.
Yes, the man with and see this big guy with a little mask on his face. It's like doesn't even cover his eye.
No.
I love it, man.
Cool effects.
Cool effects, cool characters.
See, that was the cool thing about the
I
80s
do
when
like
you worked
that.
on monster movies like this. You know, being the guys that sculpted these things.
Right.
What a great job. What a lot of fun. Or like, working on John Carpenter's The Thing, all the, getting that crap to work. Fantastic.
Yeah, and the thing he's trying to do here, Dwayne, in this scene, is he's talking about who's the freaks
Who's the normals?
and who's the normals, and he starts asking the people like, do we, Dwayne and the private dick,
I
whatever,
think his name was Phil.
Wally,
Let's call him Phil.
Phil Wally, we'll call him
Wally.
whatever, but he's saying, is he normal? Are we normal? Are we freaks? So he's doing that whole thing, and they start raising their hands and
show
stuff
of
like that,
hands,
which is
man.
really, really, it's cool.
Gobble, gobble, one of
yeah,
us.
Oh, see, There's the guy with the big ears that looks
Yeah.
very Irish. Like, hey, let's see.
Maybe he was Irish. There's a
want-
guy with all kinds of shit hanging
You
out
are a
his
freak,
face.
my love. You are a freak, my love.
Hey, for that person that was
But-
asking about Tubi TV, there's another free app you can get on your Roku called Canopy. Canopy with a K.
Cannabis?
Canopy. And I think you have to hook it up.
Canopies are little Ors d'Ivores.
I guess. Now, I don't know if it...
Remember Three Stooges said it all the time.
Hors d'Ivores?
Got some canopies?
Canopies.
Remember?
A can of peas.
And Shirley Curly.
Oh, no.
Curly grabbed a can of peas and put it in a turkey. Remember?
I guess.
Yeah, whatever. You'd have to see
know.
it again.
Loaf of bread, well soaked.
Okay, what about the apps?
Oh, I was just going to say, I think you have to hook it up with your library, like public library account. But lots of cool, there's a lot of foreign films, horror films,
Heck yeah,
Criterion
Amanda.
Collection type films. Really good selection.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So they all back him against the door
Oh, he
in the
pulls
back
out
kitchen.
a pistol.
Yeah.
Oh, blast 6 of you.
Oh, I love that there. That was kind of...
They throw him in the back room, and there's Belial going shit show.
Yep.
Don't you notice how like every can of pop back here is already empty?
Oh, I know. That's what I was going to say.
All these movies, they're
they
always
stacked
empty.
everything up. Yeah, that's all empty. So it's clean.
There he is. I love it. I love it. You're right. With his little
Yes.
hat and his coat.
It's clean garbage.
Yes, it is very
Clean
clean
garbage. But their fight scene goes on forever. It's kind of funny.
It's almost like the fight in They Live.
Yeah, not quite.
No, that was the greatest fist fight in any movie ever.
Yeah, by far number one.
With Roddy Piper and whatever that dude's name was.
But see what's going on.
Charles
See,
from The Thing.
yeah, see what's going on here though.
Yeah, how is he up high like that? Is he holding on to him?
I have no idea.
Well, anyway, he's rubbing his face in the glass without breaking it.
But they're all standing outside waiting for it to end and hoping that Belial
He's trying to
trapped
get
on
the
his
gun.
back.
Belial's choking him out.
See how clean all the garbage is?
It is. It's just like empty pop. Oh, I
But
see
look at
RC Cola.
But look at him. Belial's on his back and the guy grabs for
But
his
look,
gun.
he's got such a will to live. Look, he's putting the gun like this. I'm just going to start popping off rounds.
And they're all just, why don't they come to his aid?
Because it's Belial, man. This is his fight.
I guess so.
This is Belial's fight.
I guess so. And I love he's rubbing his hand in his face and stuff
Oh,
like
look, he's
that.
he's trying to gouge out
It
Belial's
looks,
eyes.
it looks like Belial's eyes should be gouged out there.
No,
But he's superhuman, so
I guess.
Whichever.
Eyes of steel.
Eyes of Steel is correct.
Hmm.
If I succeed at the Alice, Sweet Alice doll, says Pumpkinhead, I'm going to attempt a Captain Howdy doll from Strangeland with Dee Snider.
Captain Howdy. That was
Very
a
cool,
movie.
man.
I went to go see that twice in the theaters because I'm a big Twisted Sister fan.
Yeah.
I've seen. If you know Dee Snider, I saw his band Widowmaker back in the mid '90s,
Right.
and it was during a snowstorm here in Cleveland. And I swear to God, there might have been 25 people at that show, and it was one of the best concerts I was ever at.
Oh my God.
Great show.
Yeah, the good old
Widowmaker.
days, man, when we go to the
At
concerts.
Flashes, remember Flashes?
Flashes, oh
Which
my
isn't there
God.
anymore. Good
local,
show.
Local theaters and bars and
Yep.
the Agora, another great place.
Still go to the Agora sometimes.
The Agora's still going strong. Not as strong as it was in the 80s, but still going strong.
A lot of shows they still pack them. And you know who I saw at the Agora? Gallagher.
Did you?
I saw Gallagher.
Yes.
I mean, I've seen lots of bands, but
There's a guy made a living off of smashing fruit.
you know he was very
whatever.
smart. That was just a little gimmick he did, but
No, I know.
his
He had
comedy
good
is
wit.
smart.
No, I know. But anyways, they all gather into the van. They all got in there.
Everybody into the van.
Yeah, like clowns, just packed in there. There's a cityscape in New York. Oh,
Wasn't it a cop car just went by?
oh, that's what happened. Ooh, look at
Oh,
that.
yeah, there's Marcy, man. Just took a shower. She's nice and fresh.
She didn't towel off everything though.
No, she didn't towel everything off.
so
The phone rang.
Yeah.
Hang up.
But anyways, okay, getting back to when they all got in that van.
Yeah.
Susan did get that Private Dick's wallet and found out who he
Oh,
was.
yeah.
And she's reading it off, and she goes, this. from Flushing, New York. And Granny Ruth goes,
It figures.
It figures.
Hey, if anybody out there is from New York, what's the joke with Flushing? Is it just because like flushing a toilet? Is that the joke?
Yeah, I have no idea. She's going to use that hair dryer on her hair
For about 2 seconds.
in both places.
Yeah, she got nice and clean. Lit up a cigarette.
We can be
fouled
vulgar
her ass
sometimes.
up already.
What? Oh my god.
Phone rings again.
Ooh,
Well, no, it also had
Zachary
Marcy's-
Hayes is here.
Had Marcy's address in the wallet, so they're going to her place.
Keith David is awesome. Zachary Hayes, he's both of our last videos. He put in a comment. I watched till the end.
I saw that.
So yeah, Zachary, we did that.
Well, for the creeps, that one was easy.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it was short enough. But he did to the other one too. So
But thank you.
Video dead.
Because we've said that in so many podcasts. We'll sit here and joke.
Because we
like,
wonder
no
how
one's
many
even watching it.
How many people actually make it to the end?
We know we do a long format.
Because we do. Yeah, it's so long.
We
and-
can't do anything short.
No.
Even if someone asks us to do a 2-minute video, it's going to be 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I mean, we can't do anything short.
No, we gotta ramble on. Well, we get together once a week,
That's right.
and it's once a week. We want to just continuously
Unwind, man.
ramble on, and usually
Thing
it's
is,
a
even on
good
Saturday
movie.
when we play dominoes, we do the same thing. It's just
It's true. Heck yeah, man. But yeah. Anyway, she's finding out. She gets a call on the phone, and it
right. They hang
clicks,
up, and we know that they got her address from that Private Dick's wallet.
yes,
And she goes in her room, notices
Flushing, New York,
the-
figures.
The glass is broke.
yes.
She runs into the room, and there's Dwayne sitting there waiting for her. He's like, "Well, we're here. I thought you'd want to talk to Belial and have that interview."
Yeah.
And she's all freaked out. No, not right now. Oh man.
Yeah, he's trying to be very like
All
smooth
innocent.
and innocent. Yeah, with it
Oh
all.
man.
Really, he might be in the room here somewhere.
Yes.
I just don't know. So she's looking all around and
Mhm.
stuff. And there's the basket.
Yeah, and he fakes her out there. He opens up the basket, and he's not in there.
He's not in there.
Where could he be?
Oh, it's so funny.
Belial. I want the Belial hand, but make a Belial hand
Belial.
puppet.
Belial. Haven't seen Belial in a while. Crocodile.
No, that's clever.
Down
That's
the
very
aisle.
Clever.
With a smile.
Uh-oh. He's
Run a
not in
mile. On the kitchen tile. Belial.
there. Belial.
Belial. Yeah,
Beelzebub.
we gotta come up with the song, Belial song.
Belial.
We gotta write down the lyrics and hit some beats.
Hey, on this, if you're a
Oh.
fan of this series,
Yeah.
if you pre-order and order that basket case Blu-ray that's coming out from Arrow,
Yeah.
comes out February 27th, I think.
Really?
They should pay me for advertising their shit.
They should.
There's going to be Basket Case 3.5, a little animated short. I guess that's going to continue the story a little bit.
Really?
Yes. See, I probably wouldn't buy the sequels on Blu-ray, even though I don't hate them.
Right.
But the first one is so
yeah, you were
great.
telling me about that, the extra that they're gonna have on there.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
See, that's the cool thing. Arrow,
Oh.
Shout Factory, or Scream Factory.
Did you see that?
Was it the frog guy coming
Yeah,
through the window?
and you heard Ribbit.
Ribbit.
Every time they
They're
show
all
them,
in her house. How did they all get in her house through that little broken window?
I have no
That guy
idea.
with the teeth couldn't have fit through that window.
and nobody outside saw. I know it's nighttime, evidently, but
Oh,
Is
man, she
it?
got the butcher knife.
yeah.
Now, see, why is she standing there? If this was me, I'd start hacking away.
Oh, I know because
be a hack
I don't know what
fest.
you're waiting for.
I'd
Maybe
go
she's
shit show.
She's waiting for an out, somewhere to get out.
No, I'd just start
somewhere
stabbing.
to gout.
Because if you start stabbing one, they're all going to back off because they know you mean business.
Joey Cage. I try to listen to all of it while I get ready for work.
That's what I think
And
a
if
lot
I
of people
can't,
do.
I'll listen to it throughout the. Oh no, yeah, I know that. Yeah, awesome, Joey Cage. I appreciate it. Because I said there's some gold at the end of these things.
Yeah, there's
But,
little nuggets in there sometimes.
I mean, we do a difference. Yeah, and we're not going to ramble on again about it because we do get it. We understand it's long formatted, and a lot of people do what you do, Joey. They listen while they're doing stuff and listen in the background. I know our good friend Luke from Confused Reviews. He usually does that as he's editing and stuff like that. Eric from the Death Twitch. He kind of likes the live stuff. He interacts a lot more, which is cool. So I appreciate that. But oh yeah, what's going on
I
here?
bet Belial's in that basket.
What's in the fucking basket? The Death Twitch, he says there is a new Puppet Master coming out.
Yeah.
The puppets look kind of whack, but I'll see the freak show.
I think,
Right.
Aren't they CG in this one? I think they're starting to CG the puppets.
Yeah, that's here. Belial
Oh,
jumps out
Belial's
of the
got-
basket and
Look,
starts.
man, he's grinding on her face.
He's beating a little bit of all the crap out of her.
Yeah.
But Eric, Puppet Master, yeah, I mean, I think there's a little bit of CGI for the creatures in this one, and Eric's
It's cheaper. It's just
Eric's
cheaper
on
to
the
do.
same wavelength as us, though, when it comes to those kind of movies.
I'll
And-
always watch a Puppet Master
Yeah.
movie or a subspecies movie
Yeah,
or
I mean-
demonic toys.
Yeah, even a
I'll
bad one
always
I
watch
really
'em.
dig. It's just
I've
what,
seen
what
'em
I
all.
like. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, Full Moon's
But-
got this big Toulon's trunk that has every movie plus like a disc of extras, and it comes with a little Blade figure and everything. But it's
It's awesome.
I mean, they have frequent sales where you'll be able to get it a little cheaper.
Belial got her. They all look over
How's
her
Belial
body
up in the air like that with
because
everybody else?
Dwayne picked him off of her,
okay.
and they look down, and he goes, "Now who's the freak?"
Yeah, he's like, you should look in a mirror. You're a freak.
So look what
at
Belial did to her. He sculpted her face like putty or something. It's a
I
cool
didn't know if-
effect,
There's
but-
the guy. I told you he's eating corn on the cock.
because the corn on the cocks.
Corn on the cock.
Got the corn on the cocks. You want to get more butter on it. Then they flash to a big party.
They're having a they are
Picnic at
They're having
night.
at night, they're having a big cookout.
Yeah, neighbors
There's
don't.
Lay's and Doritos and cheeseburgers and
Man,
corn
I'm
on the
getting
cock.
hungry
and-
from
I
that,
know.
man. Corn on the cocks.
Fritos. Someone
corn
just
on the
passed the Fritos. This is the scene right out of Freaks right here.
Yeah.
This is it, man. The wedding. Look, he puts the tomato on top of the burger.
I know. They all
Look
start
at- I'm
eating
eating
away.
cheese.
Isn't it funny? He looks
Cheese
like the
and-
big
and-
mouse rat guy, you know.
And he's sticking mustard in his mouth.
And evidently they're an item. The one girl
hey,
in the
you
half
know,
crescent moon.
They're getting, they're
Late
getting
earlier
chummy.
in the film, they were holding hands.
Well, they're getting chummy. What's this dude eating? Goldfish?
Yes,
The frog guy is
he's
awesome.
the frog guy.
At least the eyes
So
move.
funny, so funny.
I don't know what that is, man. It
It's
just
a hot dog.
looks
But
like
yeah, I
a
don't.
shriveled testicle.
Yeah. Oh, you're trying to figure out the creatures.
I guess.
This one's
I mean,
wearing
they all have
sunglasses like me.
Look, let's feed each
It's
other.
like, he's a baby. He can't.
Maybe
And look at even the gargoyles.
the
is
gargoyles
eating.
getting some rocks.
He's like part of the. I really dig the one that's got this like coral like bone structure on her head that
They're
reminds
all
you of
interesting.
Nightbreed.
Yeah.
I mean, it is really cool.
That's free to watch on Tubi TV as well, Nightbreed.
Nightbreed, is it?
Again, it's just a movie that I wish was better than it is in any form. I just wish it was just,
It's one where the
it's
book's
the-
way better than the movie too.
it's the
I mean,
kind of
Clive
movie-
if you like Clive Barker,
Yeah.
he's kind of got a different.
It's the
style.
kind of movie that I would. It's right up my alley. All these cool monsters and things like that, but I don't know. For some reason, it just something about it doesn't work with me. The story just doesn't work.
Yeah, Gremlins is a Christmas horror film. So those games.
We
and
did
horror
it during
entertainment.
our.
Well, of course it is. Yeah.
Maybe 2 years ago, we did a
One
whole
of the
month
top.
of. We did Black Christmas. We did Gremlins. I think we did Saint, which for
Yes.
some reason hit really big.
It still hits big. I mean, that's one of our most viewed.
I don't know if we
videos.
did. I don't think we did Silent Night Deadly. I think we did that the next year. But we did like 4 Christmas, 4 horror movies that take place during Christmas. And we definitely did Gremlins.
Yeah, we went over. I think we're over 50,000 views on The Saint.
Maybe it's just because it's a movie that nobody got to see.
Could
We kind of it was
Could be.
foreign as it was, right?
It was, yes, it was Dutch language, which made it different.
Yes.
So I mean, it really was, different. Okay, so we're getting up towards the end of this
because
film.
where's
okay,
Dwayne?
guys?
Belial's with Eve during the cookout.
Right.
And where's Dwayne? I don't know. He's in the house. Let me go find him. And Dwayne, man, he's being a creeper, just hiding out in Susan's bedroom. I want to be
Jason
with you.
says I want
love
that
you.
Toulon's travel case, but it's $250.
It is. It is. Now, Full Moon has sales. I mean, they'll have one in February for Valentine's Day. You might be able to get 50% off on it.
There you go. So wait,
But,
check out for some deals. But yeah, he's up. Oh, and this is where it all begins, people. The very end of this movie.
See, now that looks like Susan's face there. So that's why I was wondering if it was Dwayne's in Belial there.
I don't know. Yeah, it could be.
Oh, look, man.
But
they're
they're
gonna hit it
both
off.
they're both in the crib, and they're about ready to do the deed. They're going to make love and have some wild, passionate sex.
they're gonna make love down by the
meanwhile-
fire.
And Belial starts to caress her
Her
boiled knobs,
Her knobs. I don't know.
her deformed, whatever growths of. It's very
yeah, man,
disgusting.
she's feeling up his growths. Oh, she's got feet.
He rubs her feet with his hand.
That's cool, man. She's got legs.
She
She
got legs.
knows how to use them.
But and there's the kiss scene coming up here. Here we go. And she's real, but is Belial real? real?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
got to
look,
be it. But
yeah, it's
she
that
looks
face
more of a
again.
real face than his, though. Maybe just because it's female. I
Getting
don't know. A little
down.
thinner. But this is a disturbing thing.
And Dwayne and Susan
Are
getting
downstairs, right underneath them,
down. Getting
doing
down.
the same thing.
He's
But
look how
she's
deep he's tonguing
Ted.
it, man.
She's trying to convince him that there's something wrong with her.
That's right. I belong here. She
Yes,
says to him.
and the last boyfriend she had, something went wrong, and he said, "No, don't worry about it. I love you. I don't care." And he's going to find out why
Yeah.
in a second
Because
here.
she's going to tell him that she's pregnant,
Right,
and
right.
that she's been pregnant for 6 years.
Yes.
And the baby's just not ready to come out.
Oh
man, check this out.
God. Here we go.
Doggy style.
SCX scene. Okay, I'm trying to keep my voice
Look at
down,
this.
but look at them. They are going at it. It is like, what is going on? It's a freak show.
It's hot monkey
But this
love.
was so. Look at this. This is so whack.
But her legs look like
The-
they're like it looks like her legs are
somehow
normal,
they
but
are.
her head's backwards.
Somehow they are like when fish or reptiles do it. They're like conformed somehow and
doing it
intertwined.
like they do it on the Discovery
and
Channel.
somehow they on the Discovery
I
Channel.
know.
Yeah, so they're somehow combined, but the scene is so. I'm not gonna say disturbing, but it's a very
hot.
it's a very unique scene and something I
Look at
haven't
this,
seen in some movies.
She's telling him some heavy stuff here, and all
Yes.
he's doing, he's working on the buttons on the blouse.
Yes, and she's showing him, and he looks at it, and she goes, "Here he is."
Oh,
And it's basically the
hand
child.
puppet.
The child though does not want to come out yet.
no, and I can't even really. It almost looks like that thing from Empire Strikes Back that comes out of the asteroid to grab the Falcon.
Yes, it does. It does.
But
Look
you
at
can
it.
tell it's just a hand puppet. You can tell it's just
Yes.
somebody's hand. in there.
And she pushes it back down.
She's
like,
caressing
oh my.
it. And
It is
how
kind
does
of a
that even
weird.
fit inside of her?
I know it's a very weird scene.
Look,
But
and Dwayne's all freaked out, man. He's like,
Well,
"No,
he's-
I thought you were normal."
yeah, he's like, no, you're not normal. You're a freak too.
Yeah,
You know,
you're
so
terrible.
yeah.
Get away from me! Don't touch
He's
me.
like, but it's such a weird ending here. All of this going down at one time.
Look, we're gonna start seeing her breasts here, and they're sickening.
Yeah,
man.
they're-
Look at that. Oh,
What?
God.
What's wrong
They're,
with them?
They're flat and hangy, and there's you
Well,
know,
she's flinging around. Oh, in the meantime, they're still going at it real hot and heavy.
man, Belial don't play.
Like Seinfeld, Julia, Elaine says,
Pretty hot and heavy.
yeah, pretty hot and heavy, huh? They're pretty hot and heavy, the saxophone. But, yeah, so Belial, yeah, you came out the wrong time here. Get back in your room. We're discussing the very end of this movie. Somebody came out here in the room.
Oh no!
Good night.
There goes.
Oh, my
there
God.
goes Susan, man. Because
I didn't want to talk too much about the scene and what was going on because
you gotta love when Belial's getting some. One of
yeah.
your kids comes out. Of the
Yeah, and oh my God! But Susan flies out the window and
She doesn't
onto
fly
the
out the window. Dwayne pushes her away. She kind of loses her balance. And
He
goes out
doesn't
the
mean
window.
he doesn't mean
He
to
doesn't
kill her.
mean to do it.
Right.
But she lands right in the middle of the cookout table.
Yes. Yes.
And they look up and they see Dwayne in the window, and that's it, man. Gobble gobble, one of us.
Always feel the urge to shower after this. Haha. She was talking about the sex scene in here with the Blade always had a Michael Myers versus the blank with the face. Michael Myers mixed with Kabuki mask. Okay, yeah. Oh, Dino has a problem. No, it's all good now. But somebody walked out when we were during that whole Belial scene, and I didn't want to talk too much about it, So, but yeah, that was very disturbing. But we're getting to the end here. Grandma Ruth says,
Tells him, find
Dwayne. Find Dwayne.
He's hurt one of them, so now it's.
So they're going after him. I mean,
This is like the end
know.
of Freaks, like when the wife calls them all freaks at the wedding dinner, and she tries to poison Hans and
Hans and Franz. Pump
if
you
you
up.
guys have never seen Freaks, it's such an amazing movie that they could never make today.
No.
I mean, for one thing,
It's
most people like that don't even exist anymore.
Right.
Because we have better health than we had back then. So you don't see people with those kinds of conditions really anymore. And just a whole film full of them.
Oh, but the story and everything just was so well done, and it was just a great movie. But what's going to happen is Dwayne is kind of like just lost it. And he gets a baseball bat, tears off his shirt because he's got something he's going to do, goes upstairs where Eve and
Hi, Belial.
Belial, hits him with a baseball bat, knocks him down, and He's going to bring him down into a room. Meanwhile,
So yeah, all the freaks are just, none of them are thinking to go upstairs.
look at them all just running around.
They're all just like running in the room, running back out of the room, running in
See,
the
they're
room.
holding hands.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
But I
Which way
love
did he go?
all the weird, like, oh yeah, it's just so cool.
It's a completely different movie than the first
But
Basket
they're
Case,
both
and-
they're all running room to room like the like Scooby Doo.
Hey, yeah.
Sorry guys, that had to come out.
So
But
he's the only way that he's
Ugh.
going to get this love that he wants is if he becomes a freak, just like all of them. And the only way Dwayne can become a freak again is by joining them back together again.
yeah.
So let's find
Oh,
some
my God.
yarn, because that's just as good as surgical sutures
Yes,
and a knitting needle.
and he starts jabbing it in Belial and himself. And it's not a curved blade, needle. It's just a
it's
big
straight.
rod, and he's just stabbing and
I'm
basically.
pretty sure the amount of blood loss and
Yeah.
ensuing infection
But
would
it's
probably have done them in.
it's good for the scene. It's for what they're doing. It's good. I mean, it's a good ending. I think it's to get him back together again after all of that.
They are. They're back together.
About 10 minutes, we're done.
You're in trouble.
Say what happened. Anyways, he basically stitched him back to the side of his
We're back
body.
together again.
Yeah, he's like, we're back together again.
And the reason that they went on the spree that they did in the first movie is because they were separated. Now they're back together. But they had both found love, and now look at this.
Yeah, and that is the movie. I mean, it ends right there.
And we know,
you
just
know?
because there is a Basket Case 3, and it's called subtitled The Progeny. If you've seen the trailer for that, there's a bunch of little Belials running around. And I'm not 100% sure if I've seen it. I mean, I knew what it was about, but I don't know 100% if I've seen it. So
Right.
I say we go for it, but
Yeah,
whatever
no,
you
we'll-
all want.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we. Let me check the chat here. Now we got 11 people in here watching.
Woohoo,
So
11.
But yeah, hey, I appreciate everybody coming here.
Yeah, thanks for
Channel
hanging
Sundown,
out with us.
Jason or Pumpkinhead, Joey Cage showing up, Eric from the Death Twitch, Channel Sundown Amanda.
And anybody new.
yeah.
All the new people. Thank you.
Yeah. Got a little holiday project coming up here next week, right before Christmas. That'll be kind of cool for you guys.
We have a
Different than our
holiday project?
commentary stuff and all that we're doing.
Normally
But yeah, for next week, I think we'll go live again. We'll see.
All right.
It's a week-to-week thing. I'd like to go live every week, but we'll see. I'm not sure if we're going to do Basket Case 3 next week or not, but we'll let you know. And for sure, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, for sure. Number 3 is insane. Yeah, we'll see. I've never seen it.
I'm not
I don't
100%
think
sure.
Ted's
I can't
really
remember.
seen it, I don't think.
I knew what it was about,
so
but
yeah.
I remember when we watched the trailers, I couldn't remember if I'd seen it or not.
Yeah, so yeah, there we go. So with that, we're going to end the show, okay? And yeah, be sure to subscribe on iTunes. I like for people to subscribe on iTunes because I'm putting the videos up there, and you will be, notified every single time a video is posted. Whereas YouTube, I mean, it's still, we do YouTube, but they don't notify you as much. So people kind of get lost in the shuffle and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe give their a shot. And it's great quality video too, on iTunes, HD and all that. So there you go, man. Appreciate everybody hanging out. And until next week, Late Late Horror Show out.